I step up in the spot off top, reppin' for the king. When the bass pump, we get it jumping. Trampoline, Brody told me
Ball's not loose. They've got Roberto. Clark is out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Glover in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up.
to the sky, cracking his name. Living and born twice, a hard brand new. I spit charts on bars, the flame so blaze. Shout out Ricky Thorns one. I see you, babe. No explanations on this track. It's all great. I do it for the risen one. But is you crazy? We ain't gotta turn down.
Brandon Clark out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Roberto in at the 1. That's the Laker 5. All right, Richard.
And here is Los Angeles now. And Golden State looking who they get. Jonathan
I was once self-centered, now centered on the king. I was drowning in the water, now I hydroplane. I wasn't expecting my skin, but he's my resurrection. I was worse than the pandemic, no longer infected. Because I'm born again, for sure I'm born from him. He said I'm a new creature, so let me
On the floor for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's MP, then it's Anthony Black, and it's Bufkin in at shooting guard. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Right around the quarter mark of the season, Clark, rookies seem to be finding their footing out there.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. Every rookie is a little different, but usually around the quarter pole of the season,
I'm soldier boy when the rap on me telling it. I'm guaranteed to give 100, call me Benjamin. I'm trying to make your heart thump like adrenaline. Just put me in my mind, rhymes never basic. Hit the blind, gotta give them basic. Now this statement, they hating, it's blatant. The championship for too long.
Brandon Clark is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Roberto. And it's Glover in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. Well, Richard, it's definitely become a shooter's league. The ability to knock down threes now becoming pivotal.
Oh, I think it's fascinating. You see the skills evolving. The game changed. Even if, as someone who was a shooter later in his career, I feel a little bit left out.
Now here's Gordon. 11 points last game. Again, what an avalanche!
Dominating offensively once again. He is making a habit of this.
He's now tied for the 5th most 50-point games in a single season. That puts him in rare company. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60?
If you don't make it, you just don't make it. Everybody champions.
You made a lot of money out of your music. Money. I mean, what's up?
They're searching for a way to score.
yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
So on the floor for Golden State, Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Anthony Black. Then it's MP. Then there's Aaron Gordon.
You can't get the ball.
My richness is life.
For the water that I shall give him, shall be his name. Open all of the waters, springing up into everlasting life.
The living water in the room, it's a big drip. It's moving quick like a floaty with a big clip. High priest, the cornerstone, that's a big
Here's Roberto. Well, you know, Clark, anticipation is key in this NBA game. So often it seems the great ones can see a play ahead.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. It's one of the things I look for in players. How do they see the floor? Do they make passes based on anticipation versus reaction? It's almost like somebody playing checkers and another guy playing chess. The very best players seem to be chess players.
They've got Roberto. Santi Aldama is out there with Clark, and it's Glover in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical march that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys.
Plenty oil in the lamp, that's a lit wick. Stay ready, one eye peel like slick. 10 toes down an ancient path, the honed in, the pin game, sharp blade at the last home. Don't get distracted by this earth. There's a place that we live for a small amount of time. These things we think we can take with us.
Here's Alberto. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
On the floor for the Warriors. They've got Anthony Black. Aaron Gordon is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's MP, and it's Bufkin in at the 2. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pistons had a huge game. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he pulled in a season-high number of rebounds. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry the BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one. This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Pass to Alberto. To the paint.
Give it to God.
Will leave you blinded, so hard to see the signs. Surrender to the light, and one day I'll find you in paradise. They wanna keep you blinded, but the devil will divide.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
We've got Santi Aldama. He's out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Roberto in at the point guard position. That's the Laker 5.
Not his best work at all. This is the quarter he'd rather forget.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pistons was simply terrific. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he was big on the glass, posting a season-high rebounds. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical march that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game.
Give it to God, give it to us. Give it to God.
Yeah.
Here's Thompson, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
On the floor for the Warriors. They've got MP, Nick Richards out there with Kuminga. Then there's Brandon Paczynski, and it's Porter in at the 2. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Detroit had a huge game. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update.
Done. No more fun, you pink-haired demon, we making you run. Killing at the baby and I'm getting my gun. Get the rape and I'm sending you straight to the sun. I gotta run.
road. Way go crazy. What kind of drugs y'all on? Why you smoking boy? Baby, I roll up your like yellow done. Bomb on fun, you freak your beer and making it run.
Doncic with it. Saw him with 29 points last game. Richard, one thing we
Kill him cause you never wanna settle. You better hit the brakes, no more pedal to the metal. We overturn the Roe v. Wade, it's no debate, it's evil. We so enraged, we motivate the people. You lucky man, you made it beatable. Looking back, let's make this crap illegal. Yes, no more killing babies in the womb. Let's burn it down with the sound of a boom. I got the fire, if you got the fume, we can send them so hot they will back to the moon. Millions are dead because rovers.
And Richards comes to help. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
And this squad bumped them out of the playoffs in the first round last year. That hurts a little bit. We know that's in the past. You can't change that for sure. Nevertheless, a win would be sweet.
Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. Sar Thompson out there with John Collins. And it's Williams in at the 5. That's the Laker 5. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaFleur.
No more fun, you freak your beer and making it run. Bring it up, bring it up, bring my gun to the brain, and I'm sending you straight to the sun.
But now y'all finna start weird. Talk about defending women's rights. You say all this.
So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense, and for which there is no great defensive matchup.
I'm stick to my vows. That's for me and my house. This is my turf. Step up without an invitation, it might hurt. I'm way too born the devil. Waking up as an enemy, got me broken on another. Now it's my turn. You can see that I yearn to be closer to God. People want pretty when you close to the top. I got the burning kitty, you know I've been talking the Glock. You ain't gonna earn it.
Here's Reeves. He's scoreless. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. Mark Williams out there with John Collins. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Reeves. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Collins. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, you need to find some sort of momentum.
We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaFleur.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pistons had a huge game. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
No, you can't see everybody walking around. Turn away from sin, you'll be rocking the crown. Turn away from him, you'll be locked in the ground. As for me and my house, all I got is my spouse. Never lonely, homie, I won't die out. As for me and my house, on the top of the mountain, I'm a hustle, ain't got time for time.
Now, Doncic, opponents have had no luck trying to contain him. He's averaging a staggering 34 points a game, setting the floor for the Warriors. Kuminga out there with Nick Richards. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's MP. And it's Podziemski in at the 3, the small forward. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Good route. Reeves can't hit.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Play in the paint has gone almost entirely.
That Mega Rock is not.
Oh, swiped away. Pass to Richards. Here's Porter. Back to MP. There's the three. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist in this one. Just 4 seconds left in the second period. And so it's the Golden State Warriors, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Got a big one. Don't get caught up in politics, not a politician. But you can catch me, I'm on a strip when I'm on a mission. I follow my pastor who follow Christ. And when I'm in the darkness, God is light. All they talk about is cash, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I don't feel it.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
From 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Why not expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game? Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. John Collins out there with Thompson. And it's Williams in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Laker 5. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Pistons was simply terrific. He had an unbelievable amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game, my goodness.
Oh, as if 60...
I don't feel it. All they do is talk about the trap. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. All they do is talk about the cash. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. All they do is talk about the trap. I don't feel it.
Here's Doncic. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Collins is out there with Williams, and it's Thompson in at the small forward spot. That's the Laker 5. Here's Reeves. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 5. Overall distance. Bank shot. No good. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Detroit had a huge He dropped an amazing number of points, and he was spectacular on the boards, grabbing a season high in rebounds. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Allie, we appreciate the update. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum.
And finished off by Porter.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
And they've gone to the full court press here, looking to make things as difficult as possible and maybe force a turnover or two.
Doncic with the bucket.
And providing the support where they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by the Warriors.
Three-pointer and another three for Golden State.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
An easy 2 points on the layup. MP's got 10 points here in the second half. You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, great.
Out the mud, yeah, he made me out the mud, yeah, he made me out the mud, yeah, he made me out the mud, and he found me in the mud with my squad with me, preaching God in the club.
I really like this move going to the full court press because it puts some extra pressure on the offense.
On the floor for the Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Nick Richards. Then it's MP, then there's Brandon Pajemski, and it's Porter in at the shooting guard. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pistons is simply terrific. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he registered a triple-double showing off all of his skills. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Oh, great stuff, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
Golden State has got it going from the perimeter in the third. 4 for 4 so far. Back to MP. The three is up. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got 6 assists in the game.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Again, Doncic's missing. MP drives in. Pulls up. Again, the Warriors score.
Coming out of the break red hot. I mean, they have yet to miss a shot.
Los Angeles has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. And here's Thompson for 3. Warriors with the rebound.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Here's the 3. And the Warriors with another 3. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20.
This is my destiny, my destiny, my destiny. You say you're coming, but how soon? I need strength, Lord, when I'm feeling weak. Without you, I'm sinking deep. This is my destiny.
Here's Reeves. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game, setting the floor for the Warriors. Pajemski out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Nick Richards. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Austin in at the 1.
song when I'm all alone. I'ma speak Christ till he calls me home. I'ma preach Christ 'cause he's all I know. And I won't lose sight when I'm on the road. This is all I know. My destiny.
Full 24-second shot clock. And the Lakers with possession here. And following this game, they hit the road and challenge the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. And so in the game for the Warriors, Brandon Pajemski out there with Kuminga. Then there's Nick Richards, and it's MP, and it's Porter in at the 2. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passes.
Well, one of the many things that's impressive about Luka Doncic, he double clutches so well.
Right, and he even absorbs contact in the air. And somehow, some way, still has a very high field goal percentage. Luka, his game defies logic. Maybe Luka's logic.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, NP in the last matchup against the Pistons is simply terrific. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he was big on the glass, posting a season-high in rebounds. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
That's good stuff, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after.
So we live for him, I'm so sick of saying that my heart's core. I'm asking him to come lock doors. More of you, less of me. With everything that I got, I'ma serve you, cause this is my destiny. We live for
And the Lakers with possession here. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, they've got Anthony Black. Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then it's MP. And it's Puffkin in at the 2-guard spot. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pistons had a huge game. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he pulled in a season-high number of rebounds. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
MV with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a coach.
A shot by Thompson, no one's around. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
He's just a natural scorer who can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game, very impressive, and he's still adding to it.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. Pass to Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
That's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped it pretty good one there.
These two guys really like going at each other, don't they?
Boy, I tell you what, we've got a little bit of a personal rivalry brewing here, fellas.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triplet. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Jesus said in Matthew.
Again, I did it. When I say the truth, tell me I can use it. Papers, pay attention in our schools, stay out.
And here's Collins. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And one thing about this game, Fred, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, PA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game, even just a little...
Aiming for the children, the souls he's killing, thinking we never read the signs. Now we're raising our shields, cause it's getting too real, gotta march into the fight. And so it's rolling on and we gotta
Here's Doncic. He's got 8.
And they've gone to the full court press here, looking to make things as difficult as possible and maybe force a turnover or two.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Michael Porter's out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Black. Then it's MV. And it's Buffkin in a 2-guard.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForge courtside. Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pistons had a huge game. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he also turned in a season high in the rebound department. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that way tonight, guys.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight. And his MP. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we've only seen before from Will Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents,
Break all the rules and it never leave him alone. You should be charged with abuse. Tell me what's the obsession? What you killing the woman's my blessing. And I'll never move. I am pressing the kingdom of God. I'm prevailing. You burning in hell is your lesson. Woo. Look, you don't want to make us mad. We ain't bad. We ain't afraid to take a stand. You fake fans. Coordinate the famous brands and shake hands. Coordinate the famous brands.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. And you think of the different styles of play, Tim is the one that you prefer watching.
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Asar Thompson is out there with John Collins. And it's Williams at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And now, Allie LaForge has something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pistons was simply terrific. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and it's the most physical he's been on the glass this season. His numbers from that game jumped off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Great stuff, Allie. He won.
First down, good D's at the bottom. You been born, ready, bitches, looking, say the business, match your final form.
1 minute left in the third. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. John Collins out there with Asar Thompson. And it's Williams in at the 5 down low. That's the Laker 5. Porter gets the bucket.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triple cents.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Collins. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Back to Doncic. Goes back up.
Christian know the net behind the scenes, I'm just confused. Repent for the kingdom at hand, now that's the good news. Why be in the world that feels so much the thing that you gon' lose? Step 1, let go of that fight. Step 2, find a guy where you want it.
And they've gone to the full court press here, looking to make things as difficult as possible and maybe force a turnover or two.
The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Collins is out there with Williams, and it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. That's it.
Niggas stuck to 7 niggas, not your final form. The freaking nigga big dress, not a Jimmy form.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. John Collins out there with Williams. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Reeves. Give him 8. Clock at 4. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Thompson's shot is off.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for him.
And it's in there.
And continues his perfect night. It's unreal. I just hope he doesn't believe in the announcer's jinx.
Collins outside. The 3. It's hauled in by Black. Black's got 4 rebounds now. That'll count. And another dime for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
They really think like he's really blocking their shots.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works. Or if he's making a change here.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Warriors.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them. But it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Nba.
Well, when you notch a triple-double, you affect the game in every way. Just a great game for him tonight.
You know, words sometimes don't do justice to NB's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we've only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
So on the floor for Golden State, they've got Nick Richards. Aaron Gordon is out there with Moses Moody. Then it's MP, and it's Coles in at the 2-guard spot. Pass to Richards. Outside Moody, back to MP. Out to the right wing. Gordon, left side. Over Thompson. Back to MP. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Tim Legler out.
How you know we not the same? How you say you Christian if you didn't see a change? I'm just kicking scripture to him like I'm Luke Kane. Yeah, there's more to combat, but you know this ain't a game.
Standing on the rock, I got a lot to claim. Lose the world, but go to heaven, that's a lot of game. It ain't time to play, this is not a game. Don't compare me to these other rappers, we're not the same. Yeah, we're not the same. We getting bad and wall talk, we are not the same. I ain't from this world, I got a lot of blame. Don't compare me to these other rappers, we are not the same.
About them girls on the gram, they get mad when you tell them you submit to your man. He ain't worried because they don't understand. Got the kids at home because school's trying to turn them trans. Wait, about to be real quick, they only call you pick me cause they can't get picked. You got a ring, got the kids, y'all ain't got your life. You know when you serving y'all, then you gon' watch your life switch. Got the trying to flex. They just hate cause you a queen, and that's why they disrespect. But the truth is, they all wish they was this fast. Okay. Girl, do it in the kitchen. They just mad they can't do it in the kitchen. Ooh. Ay. Girl, do it in the kitchen. They just mad they can't do it in the kitchen. Girl, you gotta let them know. Ay, do it in the kitchen.
Sure you want to sit at this table, bro?
Yeah.
One fire for Jesus. Are you sure? Yeah? No, we get banned over here. Wait, what? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I ain't striking, I am healed. I won't shut up, I won't kill. I can see the fire coming down. Let's make that devil squeal.
Who's in this table?
Gotta be willing and able.
Left up that cable.
Might lose it all if you
Who's
sit
in
at
this
this
table?
You say you Christian, you ain't got no
I'm
stripes. Y'all full of burden and strife. God can be with your type. Why take your back at your height? You got Trump supporters trying to cancel me cause they know I picked God first. Trump had LGBT flag and we gon' rip those up at our concerts. Y'all got 1 billion followers, but scared to call out these sins. I guess you don't wanna offend. Either an enemy of God or gon' be a friend. Ask these Christian rappers about abortion. Ask about the LGBT. They gon' avoid it to please the world, but on judgment, they tell me where you gon' be.
By his stripes, yeah, I am healed. I won't shut up, I won't kill. I can see the fire coming down. Let's make that devil squeal.
Who's in this table? Better be better than Naples. Well, fuck that cable. Might lose it all if we sit at this table.
By his stripes, yeah,
I am healed.
I won't shut up,
I won't heal.
I can see the fire coming down. Let's make that devil squeal.
Who's in this table? Better be better than Naples. Well, fuck that cable.
Might lose it all if you sit
Wanna
at
sit at
this
this
table.
table?
Gotta lose it all to gain it in Christ. You ain't know. Better read that Bible. I'm a disciple. I ain't here for the show. And you ain't saying nothing if you ain't getting that smoke. I love the grin. All of my songs that got bang. Cause I do not go with the flow. I be ripping the gang. Laying it down if you know what I mean. The bridegroom coming in. I got the ring. I got a song and you know I'ma sing. Cause I love the world and I don't do the flings. I got a fire inside of you. Know I've been shot on my phone. Ban me from the world. I don't even care. Cause it's not my home.
I am striker, I am healed.
I won't shut up.
I won't kill.
I can see the fire coming down. Let's make that devil squeal.
Wanna sit at this table? Better be better than Naples. Gotta fuck that cable.
Might lose it all if you sit at this table. By his stripes, yeah,
I am healed.
I won't shut up.
I won't kill.
I can see the fire coming down. Let's make that devil squeal.
Wanna sit at this table? Better be better than Naples. Gotta fuck that cable.
Might lose it all if you sit at this table.
This ain't Christian rap, this biblical rap. We on a narrow path, you on a safe ride. We go through the straight gate while your way ride. You better repent now, cause that leg high. I know you don't hate me, you just hate God. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know you don't hate me, you just hate God. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know you don't hate me, you just hate God. You don't hate me, you just use me as a scapegoat. Yeah, I see it in the past, but it's paid for. Now I'm a new creation like I prayed for. The scripture like a chopper, start spinning like a Draco. Hey, I was living dirty, now I took lanes. They said they don't like my message cause it's too mean. Read Romans 132, it's time to choose. You trying to be a god in the world, you serving two kings. Wait, call me what you want, but you can't call me fake. I study myself, approve, no wonder why they hate. I keep God's commands, that's why he gon' call me great. You in the gospel of the wicked, that's my bad, I can't relate. I never switch up for the money that I make. 2 Peter 3:16, better watch out for the snakes. I keep going in, they say I ain't got no brakes. So better repent now, judgment day is close case. We on a narrow path, you on a safe ride. We go through the straight gate while your way ride. You better repent now, cause that leg high. I know you don't hate me, you just hate God. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I know you don't hate me, you just hate God. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know you don't hate me, you just hate God.
You don't hate me, you hate God. You can't be a boy if you're a girl, you ain't got. I stay on the narrow path, your way is hot. You on the road to hell, but you can change the plot. Say God loves everybody. Wait, but
Psalm 45, man.
worker is sin, and now you on my lot. Look, they've been lying to us like all my life. I just wanna make heaven give Paul a high five. Let me elevate.
but to separate them at the 1034, and I will never hate the word that God give you life. You better meditate. Let me accelerate. I give you the goods, but you're stuck on that old scene. I'll throw you a steak, but you don't really want that protein. Keep us sober-minded. All times y'all wanna smoke weed. 1 Peter 5, I didn't say. I know I'm so mean. Keep the commandments, gotta pray and be holy. That's 1 Peter 1. Trust me, you don't want the old me. Shout out to traditional wife. Shout out to Soli. If you believe in Christ and down the ride, you my homie. Romans 8:28. God took a mess and turned it into something great. He turned it all around and now I'm coming like a freight. I died in my flesh and didn't have time to go to the way. I will never play a safe, narrow path in this game.
We on a narrow path, you on a safe ride. We look through the straight game while your weight ride. You better repent now, cause that leg high. And when you don't hate me, you just hate God.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I know you don't hate me, you just hate God. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I know you don't hate me, you just hate God. Hey, your girl a feminist, my girl traditional, my girl conservative, your girl a liberal, your girl got OnlyFans, my girl ain't sending news, your girl can't cook, my girl can do it in the kitchen too. Hey, this one for the homemakers. Hey, this one for the homemakers. Hey, hey, dancing through a homemaker. Hey, hey, this one for the homemakers. Hey, this gonna be your wifey favorite song. You providing that work, cause she take care of the home. She homeschooling, teaching your children what's right or wrong. Instead of letting the government turn them into clones. Like 2 parents working and who raising the children. And donation programs is where you choosing to send them. And I know it's not on purpose, but let's look at it different. And please think about it first before you get in your feelings. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? They the coach and train us. They the coach and make us. She the queen, she the teacher, she the chef and baker. When you do it God's way, then he gon' show you favor. Hey, Proverbs 31:30 type of woman. 1 Timothy 2:9 type of woman. She not just a fail. You see those that start running. God.
I mean, just willing to sign a 5-week and 6-week ban.
Support that? You think
I
that's
think what he did is a terrible thing and a terrible mistake.
Well, here we go. It's really sad that I have to do this, but the truth is, what's the point of having a soul if you lose it? I know I lose fans I'm used to. It's tough to music when I'm done. It's a yacht call like I drop a Buick, broom, broom. Bryson, you used to be mega, what happened? You had all the mega fashion, even had the mega chain and said his name while you was rapping. It was all a grift, I imagine. Imagine, could it be something other than that? Let's see, maybe how he went soft on abortion and it's all to please the Democrats. I mean, could it be that reason perhaps? Are you killing me? I'm the bad guy. Is it being not the person that ignores vaccine injuries and call himself the father of the jab? Silly me for one, the conservative and not a liberal. Mini me, I miss the old Trump, the Donald that we know on old Trump. You know Trump. If somebody asks if a man could be a woman, he'll simply say no Trump, not this new Trump. You say Caitlyn instead of Bruce Trump. What a true Trump. When you go against God, do you go against me? That includes Trump.
Jesus, Trump is not my God. We are slaves to God is right, my squad. How you justify it, it's quite hard. I will not deny him, he's my rock. Trump is not my God. I serve Jesus, Trump is not my God. We are slaves to what is right, my squad. How you justify it, it's quite hard. I will not deny him, he's my rock. Trump is not my God. I serve Jesus, Trump is not my God.
Man, forget a politician. I ain't got time. I'm on a mission. Everything broken, that justice system. People getting voting even though they rigged them. And everybody looking to the man to find out when the Pope got blood on his head. Tyson, don't say that. You lose all your bins, but I gotta be true to myself. I'm a man. Get that unfollow. Look, you can never say I'm a grifter. I will not compromise. I'm not a quitter. Bruce is a man. He ain't a sister. I'm going to jail for you. Trump ain't a sixer. He's the lesser of evil. Tyson, that doesn't give you a legal license. He pushed the needle in evil science, but I'm for the people who need your alliance. Look, I'm about done. The right way, laying down his case with guns. You say you Christian, but don't know the son. He coming back and you all gonna run. Look, Donald Trump is not my savior. I know the coke and the label me.
your 2K Sports broadcast. Tonight's game also serving as part of the NBA Cup. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Now Golden State's starting five. We've got Brandon Pajemski, Jonathan Kuminga out there with Nick Richards. Then it's MP, and it's Porter at the shooting guard. Porter in the corner. The shot's good. Alston making the play.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Fires the three. The Warriors pull it in. They are on a phenomenal run right now. 16 consecutive wins.
What an absolute joy to watch. This team is playing a beautiful brand of basketball right now. Everything about it. The athleticism, the basketball skill, the intelligence, the heart, the toughness, the commitment. These guys have been extraordinary.
Kessler finds Filipowski. Jazz passing it around. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Here's Alston. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man fearless inside.
Free throw good. MP.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Take a look at the Nets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Golden State, they are the team we expected to be here. Taking the top spot in playoff time, this is the team to beat.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They picked up 11 straight. And the dunk by MP.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
The 11-footer.
1, 2, 3, woo! Look right past me, you slept wrong. Not all pain turns to Teflon. If that's my soul, that's a bet, bro. Blue face patience, bank tested, breath long. Money be a raft when you're trying to swim.
Utah has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. On the floor for the Warriors. Nick Richards out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's it.
Trenches with my partners, Kyle Skrilla. There's a curry. When I say it's up, then that means it's official. Hey, BK, that be my.
the trenches with my partners, Kyle Skrilla. There's a Curry. When I say it's up the sky, then that means it's official. Curry the I'm back in the building, I kick in the door and I bust up the ceiling. Y'all don't want it, I'm ready, I'm willing. You get 'em, I got 'em.
Jazz have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. And Golden State looking who they got. Podziemski out there with Kuminga. Then it's MP. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Porter at the two-guard spot.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And MP throws it down hard.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Jazz trail by 15. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Bailey with a wide open look. Another miss by Utah.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Porter passes to Alston. Golden State moving it around. And there's the bucket from Kuminga.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Just begun, but never too soon to check out the power rankings. Let's see how these teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
I think for the Warriors, they wanted the top spot badly, and they did just that. A real testament to both their chemistry and work ethic.
Here's Kessler. All scoring in the...
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Utah moving the ball around. Kessler a screen to stop the run. Bowen can't hit.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
On the floor for the Warriors. They've got Nick Richards. Kuminga is out there with Brandon Podziemski. Then it's MP, and it's Porter in at the two-guard spot. Well, Tim, one of the more freakish athletes in the league is Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah, Brian, he is electric in transition. His skill level and IQ are still developing, but it's really hard to put a ceiling on his potential.
Now here's Porter. He played a great game against the Lakers.
So they pay me just to walk around. It's the living trucks and I walk it out. You know you go on pop to this song, but it's white now. Okay, let's do one shoot. From the bank to the boards, had to show them the proof. I'm a saint, I made sure they know who that crew. You know, all the scores, I ain't going back. Trying to throw the line, it's your game back.
And Doris, the rhythm of the season beginning to set in. Teams are starting to establish their identity.
They're also starting to understand, all right, these are our rotations. The players are now establishing their roles. You are definitely starting to see teams not only hone into their approach, but refine their approach.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. MD out there with Porter. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Richards in its center. So it's the Jazz now.
Cut it out. Rose up from the bottom, made her own route. We ain't never worried, bring them all out. Sling on us how we going all out. Go bring them out.
On the floor for the Warriors. MP is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Nick Richards. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Pajemski in at the 3.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Here's Bowen, following the score by Golden State. Pass to Bailey. Shot to stop the run. The Warriors pull it in. Boy, this team is on a heater right now. 16 wins in a row, and they've shown no signs of slowing down.
Well, just to be able to be on the call and see these guys in person is a real treat. They've been the talk of the NBA during this streak. The question now becomes, can they sustain the focus and level of intensity? They are looking quite comfortably in control, so it's going to be interesting to see.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Kuminga's gotten everything to drop so far, shooting 4 of 4. Kessler, a screen on Porter. Going inside, puts up a 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 5 rebounds tonight.
This is a game he'd like.
Whoa!
Sweet move.
Talk about finishing with power. MP showing the rim no mercy there.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? And it's Utah with the ball. Searching for their first points of the game. Tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers did outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are, guys.
Thanks, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything.
Now, here's MP. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game. And Golden State looking at who they did. Porter is out there with MP. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Richards in at the 5. Well, there's some recent news, and now on the phone we go to Sean's Chirac.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rush stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Michael Porter. Nick Richards out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Brandon Pajemski, and it's Alston in at the point. Now here's Kessler. Still without a bucket. The shot, no good.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Thanks as always, Allie. Great report. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
Here's Utah. Tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
And got...
Come here, I just need someone here. I need your love and you hold me close. If I die before I wake, I bring my soul to the dirt. Take all my fears away.
Here's Bowen. His last outing, he had 18 points. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Golden State looking who they got. They've got MP, Kuminga out there with Nick Richards. Then there's Nba2k26, and it's Porter at the shooting guard position. And now let's swing it over to Tommy LaForest on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him.
In the crossbar, I know you're the only reason I celebrate. I already felt the damage from the flavor. I was caught up in the vision and the chaos. I pray if I die before I wake up, you would keep my soul in oasis. If I die before I wake, I bring my soul to turn and take all my.
I'm being told we've got Shams Charania on the line with a developing story. Shams, what's the scoop?
Thank you, D.A. The front office for the Hawks is not wasting time this season to make moves. They made a deal to acquire Austin Reeves in a move I'm told they believe will add crucial depth to their lineup. He can fill a lot of holes offensively. He's the kind of player they're hoping can give them some stability on that side of the floor.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us in.
Loose and stolen by MP. And Golden State looking who they got. They've got MP, Aaron Gordon out there at Porter. Then there's Black. And it's Pumpkin in at the shooting guard. And a good looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected team. On the wing, Markkanen. No good again that time.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams. And he's really embraced that role. Able to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Hard to believe he could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
MP's gone 3 of 3 from the arc. 9 points on that long-range shot of his. Pumpkin with the bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
It's tipped and stolen by MP. And the dunk by MP.
Attacking with reckless abandon. MP going all out on that drive.
Hit by Markkanen. Fires the 3. The Warriors pull it in. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Bumpkin.
And so it's Utah with it. Tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
They won their last contest, that game against the Lakers in L.A.
The rain, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Porter is out there with Anthony Black. Then it's MP. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Pumpkin in a two-guard. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Lakers was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, and he made a triple-double. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And we got a chance to find out some scoop coming out of Atlanta. Sean, what's the story on the Hawks?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. They made a deal to acquire Austin Reeves in a move I'm told they believe will add crucial depth to their lineup. He can fill a lot of holes offensively, and he's the kind of player they're hoping can give them some stability on that side of the floor.
Always some exciting news happening in the NBA. Thanks, Sean, for always bringing it to us. Here's Hendricks after the Warriors pick up three. And he can't answer back the three-pointer offline.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
That's a young, creative mind right there. KP doing work.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play brought to you by AT&T. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Looking to get it going. The Jazz shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line. Knocking down 80%.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Back the pass to Alston. Puts up a deep three. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action in just a minute.
Gonna see the Messiah in the skies. Say, bro, can't believe that you made up. Effectively when I prayed up.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively. And so it's Utah with it. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game on the floor for the Warriors. They've got Jonathan Kuminga. He's out there with Anthony Black. MP is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Buffkin in at the two.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MVP in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Great report there, Allie. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Moody's checked in for Buffkin. And Stan, the importance of team chemistry. Why is it so hard to win without it?
Well, look, Brian, it's not just talent. The talent has to fit together. Guys have to complement each other. Sometimes you see teams where you've got two really talented guys or three really talented guys, but their games are the same. That won't work. You need complementary talent. And when you have it, things come together quickly.
Another three for Golden State.
Nice looking three ball by Black, showing how effective he can be from that range.
Here's Kuminga. Got it. Good job in the low post. 14 points for Jonathan Kuminga. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Well, we've got a developing story here. Standing by remotely, we go to our 2K insider, Shams Charania.
Thanks, Brian. The front office for the Hawks is not wasting time this season to make moves. They made a deal to acquire Austin Reeves in a move I'm told they believe will add crucial depth to their lineup. He can fill a lot of holes offensively. He's the kind of player they're hoping can give them some stability on that side of the floor.
All right, Shams, thank you. Much appreciated. Now here's MP. Coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. A nice shot by Richards.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Down low. Here's Kuminga. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Kuminga's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Bowen. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Pass to Black. The three ball. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Utah moving the ball around. Marketed for three. The rebound by MP.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And the Warriors with another three.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Marketed outside. Pass to Bailey. Launches it. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. But he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Here's Bailey. 6 points for him. Pass to Bowen. And here's Hartenstein. Marking it outside. Clock at 6. Here's Bowen.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. MP out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Black. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Richards in at the 5 roaming the paint.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yeah, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, NP in the last matchup against the Lakers was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he registered a triple.
Here's Bowen. Right now, he's contributing about 15 and a half points a game. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Filipowski. Then it's Bailey. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Bowen in at the 1. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Bailey's shot is off. Golden State has gone 4 of 4 from three-point land in the second quarter. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Allie, we appreciate the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Greg.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
Here's Bowen. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Here's Bailey. He has 6. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bowen. And another miss by Utah.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Social media is dangerous. Everybody sex is successful. I think they gang. Light child.
Yeah, I got it. Hold up to the scene. It's a light show, gotta be. Let me show you what it means. Hey, you know I got a team. Know I got a team.
Bailey out there with Bowen. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And good, there's another.
And his extraordinary offensive play has put him in an elite group.
Yeah, when it comes to the number of 50-point games in a season, he is now number 5 all time. Doris, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the palm. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble for players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Lakers was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Basket counts. Kuminga's got 8 here in the quarter. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Warriors.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor, a lot of the damage coming in transition.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Drains the three-pointer.
Boy, the man from Finland is very confident in that jumper. Markkanen, no doubt.
Here's MP. And yet another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
After Filipowski. Here's Bowen. Down low. Here's Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
MP with the bounce back. And another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Here's Bowen. He's covered by Alston. Pass to Bailey. Now here's Markkanen. Now Bailey. He's got 8.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
He got it again. Sensational.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Outside, marketing. Offline with his 3.
What normally he makes, that defense gets lucky there.
Good, that's another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Pass to Bowen.
And here's a look at the stats for MP. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, the size is there, but the vertical is what really is eye-popping with Aaron Gordon.
Okay, GLD know the deal. Pull up on a demon and lean out the window. I'm maxing the spirit to hold the will. When I listen to me,
and here are the Jazz now. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome.
Lucy! Hey, Lucy means the devil. Just for anybody who doesn't know. Lucy!
So on the floor for Golden State, they've got Anthony Black, Michael Porter out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's MP, and it's Bufkin in at the shooting guard position. Here's Bowen. His last outing, he had 18 points.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And the basket by MP.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
1 minute left in the first half. To the middle.
I can't let them move me, not for nothing, not for ducking. Should've killed me when he had the chance. I got tunnel vision, I ain't with my lens. New man, God washed all my sins. Body your plan. Old man. Should've killed me when he had the chance. I got tunnel vision.
Marketing and Kessler man the post position. Then there's Bailey. Then it's Bowen. That's the group right now for Utah. There's the triple. Black grabs the board. Black's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Hopkins gone 3 for 3 from deep so far. Perfect. Pass to Kessler. To the middle. Deflects the pass. The drive by MP. There's Gordon with the 3. And the Warriors another 3.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Here's Bowen to end the run.
No, you don't. Right.
Rejection by MP.
That should not be loud. On the street.
Here's Bowen. And the last second attempt does not go in. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Warriors on top, running away with it. We'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
You take a look at Utah, they're letting the losses stack up. It can dim your confidence. They need to make some changes, maybe in their lineup, maybe shot selection, something.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Warriors.
It's classic Showtime. The way they're running the break looks like the 1980s of the Lakers.
And this score reminds you of some of those old Lakers games. What a dominant performance, though. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at NB in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And we got a chance to find out some scoop coming out of Atlanta. John, what's the story on the Hawks?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. They made a deal to acquire Austin Reed in a move I'm told they believe will add crucial depth to their lineup. He can fill a lot of holes offensively. He's the kind of player they're hoping can give them some stability on that side of the floor.
Thanks so much for the report.
No been there, done that, so don't treat me like the old me. Y'all can keep the distance, now you only get the ghost of me. I ain't making deals with the devil, boy, I'm holy. Never got that's really what you got for the first 2
And the details starting to trickle in. But for the whole story, let's go to Shams Charania, who's joining us remotely. Shams, what you got?
Thanks, Brian. The front office for the Hawks is not wasting time this season to make moves.
We the people to find the odds, cause it ain't even. Fighting for freedom, given by God, he say we equal. Fly like an eagle, this for the heroes up in the helos and down in the valley, fighting the battles, fearing no evil. I was a squad, troopers and towers for hours they watch, driving in covers, the stomachs for bombs, on the protect out their fathers and moms. When do they call? This is for liberty, justice for all. We are the people together, we strong, and now we'll catch you when you fall.
We're falling, hide away. We can't get to our feet. We only grinding every day to find opportunity. We all get lost along the way, not knowing who to be. We are the people. We are the people.
Calling us fascists. What have we done in order to afford these anger reactions? Pages that come in our colors is gorgeous. Sick of the madness. The devil, he plucking our youth like a florist. Gotta combat this. Evil is currently making its orbit. Never been a black and white war. Truth is what we have to fight for. What you think I grabbed the mic for? Time to say what we need is said. God, a father, he should be the head. Lead the people while the demons fled. Underneath, we all bleeding red.
We're falling hide away. We can't get to our feet. We only grinding every day to find opportunity. We all get lost along the way, not knowing who to be. We are the people. We are the people. Yeah.
Get the feeling at the end of a rope. Double them all, but we end up broken into the foe with my head so low. But I never leave without hope. Get a venom in the bottle, do not follow in. What do I know? I'm the feeling of a boat. Telling you forget about them, all the venom in it, and I'm on the thing around and knowing that it won't be your fault. Almost gave in a wrote this. If you pick this brain, it was hopeless. Let me get this aim in a ricochet.
They made a deal to acquire Austin Reed in a move I'm told they believe will add crucial depth to their lineup. He can fill a lot of holes offensively. He's the kind of player that
Night away.
We can't get to my feet. We all be grinding every day to find opportunity. We all get lost along the way, but know it will be.
And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And now, a developing story in the NBA. Let's now go live to Shams Charania, who is checking in with the details. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Hey, Kevin, the front office for the Hawks is not wasting time this season to make moves. They made a deal to acquire Austin Reeves in a move I'm told they believe will add crucial depth to their lineup. He can fill a lot of holes offensively. He's the kind of player they're hoping can give them some stability on that side of the floor.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update. They've got Kyle Filipowski. He's out there with Walker Kessler. Haley out there with Bowen. That's the group right now for Utah. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. Great, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
So it's Utah now, after Michael Porter made the last three-pointer. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Bailey. Here's Bowen. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by MP. They get it.
Boy, it's in his head right now. I mean, there is nothing working for this man.
The Jazz with another miss.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it looks like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Utah's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Jazz passing it around. Kessler finds Filipowski. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. That's short off the rim.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Kessler up top. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Bowen. Another miss by Utah.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more depth.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
Throws it up high and finished off by Bailey.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by Golden State.
Kuminga, the shots good often making the play. 24 points for Jonathan Kuminga.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the left side wing. Just tried to shoot. Great overlook there. Bowen's got 5.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's at
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Utah's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Fires it up. Warriors with the rebound. Kuminga's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's MP.
Focused on his watch instead of the falling 13. What about soldiers, civilians, Marines? I've been at.
You can go to the dust and get cut up. You can go down to the trash shop and get made up. You can go down there and get drugged up. But at the end of the day, you just a drugged up, dressed up, made up, cut up.
And Stan, you coached a bunch of seasons in the league. What's an issue that you face that maybe the average fan doesn't know?
Well, look, I think the thing that fans really underrate about the game is how intelligent these guys are. So it's not really an issue that I face because I was lucky to have smart guys. But I think fans underestimate how much basketball intelligence factors in when you're talking about the best players in this game.
Kyle Filipowski is out there with Bailey. Then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Pope.
Tell just I could dry her tears, she can save it. Rooming has no business, they place identification. They wanna kill him in the womb. Get almighty God, pull no right into the tomb. Double one, I can't say they have no. Double one, I can't say they have no.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Nick Richards out there with Kuminga. Then it's MP. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Magenta.
Okay, this for my belief. Time we become military. Say we taking over. So we be vigilant. Growing like a lion. Woman on the hour. Seeking on seeking you. And making the power. Coming for the minds. Coming for the hearts. Author of confusion about the body parts. Listen.
Utah's going just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. And we just got Shams Charania on the line. Shams, I understand there's some big NBA news. Can you fill us in?
Hey, Brian. Double one, our kids, they can have no. Double one, our kids, they can have no. When they Jesus in the room, there is kind of fight, lean on all the way from doom. Double one, our kids, they can have no. Double one, our kids, they can have no.
And it's Utah with the ball. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Bailey out there with Filipowski. Then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Bowen in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And dialing into our broadcast remotely, I'm told we have Shams Charania here with a special report. Shams, take it away.
Thank you, B.A. The front office for the Hawks is not wasting time this season to make moves. They made a deal that required Austin Reeves to move I'm told they believe will add crucial depth to their lineup. He can fill a lot of holes offensively. He's the kind of player they're hoping can give them some stability on that side of the floor.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end...
Yeah, you're not gonna get no shot, dude. You're gonna block me from blocking his shot. No. I have no choice.
So, Stan, when it comes to preparing your team for a game, as a coach, what are the main things you're trying to get across?
Well, look, Kevin, I think the main things is you've got to decide what the main things are. And when you've got maybe an action.
It's out. 30 in it now. Living what I dream about. Believe what came out of my mouth. Get a room block and I battle the route. Give me the money, don't need any clout. Living by play with no room for the doubt. Planting my seeds now, watching the sprout. Big trees, big leaves, hanging with the
Full 24-second shot clock. Utah's going just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. And Richard, with floor spacing so critical, ball handlers want their teammates to be shot ready.
Oh yeah, having your feet square, knees bent, hands ready, because ultimately if you're shot ready, your percentages go up. If your percentages go up, so does your money.
Filipowski out there with Walker Kessler. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Bowen in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Just great positioning to get the rebound and get it back up.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
That's good stuff, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Greg.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Well, the Jazz shooting just about 33% since this second half started. And let's take a moment to hear from Shams Charania, who's got some intel from Hawks Nation. Shams, what's the story in Atlanta?
Thank you, B.A. They made a deal to acquire Austin Reeves, a move I'm told they believe will add crucial depth to their lineup. He can fill a lot of holes offensively. He's the kind of player they're hoping can give them some stability on that side of the floor.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us informed. Much appreciated, as always. So it's Utah now, after the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Markkanen looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. They get it again. Pass to Bowen. To the left wing. Looking to win the run. The Warriors pull it in.
And to put things simply, this has not been the quarter.
Gordon, the pass to McBride. Here's Porter. The 3 is up. Yet another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
Looking like Scott Skiles right now with all these dimes. Porter's gotten all 5 of his shots to go from long range so far. Markkanen sets a screen. There's the triple. The shot off that time.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
MP, the pass to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
A foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Warriors. Black comes in for Podziemski, and it's Buckin in for McBride. Pass to Hartenstein. Utah moving the ball around. Back to Markkanen. Here's Hendricks. 5 on the clock. Tries to break his ice. Williams from long range. The Warriors pull it in. Austin's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Pass to Buckin. Black left side. Back to MP. Fires from deep. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
Back to Hartenstein. 6 to shoot. 4-3. Buckin with a rebound.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Now here's Porter. 15 points in the game. And that one dropped.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Markkanen. 3-pointer. The rebound by MP. Austin. Oh, connects again. points on that one. Simply surreal. I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Now here's Hartenstein. And the ball outplay. The Warriors will have it. All right, the Jazz making a change here. So it's the Warriors now. Minnesota will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 3 games played.
Why you gotta wish on me? You only see the twinkle and the glitz on me. Telescopic energy. Put me on me like they was giving me.
We got Bailey. He's out there with Russell. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. And Hendricks in at the 4. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Jazz. Deciding to change it up. And the Warriors with possession here.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that.
In the spaceship. Getting the Grinch. Yeah, we be getting. Hello? How are you?
I'm okay.
Come on through.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Warriors.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
Boy, you felt his impact all over the game tonight. A triple-double, outstanding.
On the floor for the Warriors, they've got Aaron Gordon. He's out there with Nick Richards. Moses Moody out there with MP. And it's Cole.
Come on, dude.
The more see you reflect it. Started music back in high school. Just a two like it's high school. Mississippi State beside you. Now you a little behind. No matter how far I come up the chart. Is it the politics of my heart? This is the story right from the heart. Man, 3 years now since I come of age. Got don't engage, no feedback. Though I'm on stage, more feedback when I'm on stage. So I know what I really mean when they say Merry Christmas.
The Warriors shooting in the 4th has been tremendous, 59%.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now. for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
As we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Moses Moody is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's MP. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Coles in at the shooting guard.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
I got my francs and my cents, got a candle, but it's not lit. Pictures not making sense, but I gotta give for my Lord. That's but we don't go door by door.
Here's Bone.
Get a hump and never 4x4, send a rip and crump their trash more by 4. Give a 4x4.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And with that, they remain undefeated in group play.
And with just one matchup left, it looks like we'll see them in the next round of the NBA Cup.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Alan LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight.
That's what we gon' bring. Roll up with that mirth, silver with that gold. Brick and 60 curve. What a sight to behold. We 3 kings. We don't need a thing. Yeah, we got these skills. That's what we gon' bring. Roll with that mirth, silver with that gold. Brick and 60 curve. What a sight to behold. Hey, you and you. Hey, you and you. Came with the gift that I bring to you. I got that gold. Hey, you and you. Off the periodic, but the bling exotic. Now you see me shining from the fiber optic. Cuts the paper glossy and the glint is blinding. That is with your bases like I dropped a knock. Yeah, cold to this hand of the deep. 16 days on the beat. Whenever you see 3 kings, that must be my team.